Hello, welcome to Endless Fixations. My name's Julianne.
I'm Jessica.
And we've got no new fixations today. Today we're just going to be sharing what we're reading, watching, listening to, more of a casual catch-up ep. And I'm going to ask you first, Jess, what are you reading / watching / listening to right now?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, I started a book. It's called Where Are Your Boys Tonight? The Oral History of Emo's Mainstream Explosion by Chris Payne.
Yes.
Because I got it for Christmas from my mom. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Thanks, Jennifer.
I literally just started it, like I'm on chapter 1, but I just want to bring up, since this is relevant to previous episodes, that literally in chapter 1, they talk about Cobra Starship.
Are you serious?
Gabe is in chapter 1, given his little comments about New Jersey. I'm just saying, people need to respect Cobra Starship more, man. They're in chapter 1 of the freaking book.
Oh my God. That's amazing. That must feel so, like, affirming.
Yeah. It does. I feel vindicated. I'm just like, yeah, that's right.
You know what you're talking about.
I know my shit.
Yes, you do, girl. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're reading that. You've been talking about reading that forever.
Yeah, and then I got it for Christmas. It has Gerard Way from the Black Parade, lovely on the cover. And I think it's just straight up just interviews the whole time.
So like oral history, just quotes.
Oral history of producers, band members, any and everything that could be. Yeah, I'm excited to get into it. Yeah.
Cool. I can't wait to hear about it.
I know. Hopefully I get through it quickly. I don't know. Reading books physically, it's like either I get through them so quickly or they sit there for months. I don't know.
Years.
There's no in between. Or years. And I'm like, oh, I'm halfway through that book.
Literally. I don't know. Once ebooks like come into your life, you can't stop because they're just so accessible. You're reading them on your laptop, your phone, your Kindle, your Kobo. They're everywhere.
At work.
They're with you all the time. At work, at home, while I'm sleeping.
While I'm sleeping. On the toilet.
On the toilet, you can bring them everywhere. But like a physical book, a little bulky thing.
A little bulky. And especially if it's a book where you're like, oh, I like the book, so I don't want it to get messed up. I'm not really in that camp. I'm okay with the book getting damaged and looking like it has been used and read. But sometimes if it's a book that I'm like cherishing, maybe I don't want to bring it everywhere. Maybe I don't want to bring it to the beach, you know?
Yes. Maybe I don't want some scuffs. Maybe I don't want the spine to fall apart. Like, it's precious. But in this case, you're bringing it. It's whatever. It's a paperback. It's going to get damaged regardless.
It's fine. But besides that, I also finished a book. I mean, I finished this a while ago, but I've been waiting to talk about it. So I finished Amanda Knox's book, Free, My Search for Meaning, which came out last year in 2025.
Yes. I want to hear about this.
Okay, so basically, she had written another book, which is about specifically like her prison sentence. I guess if you don't know who Amanda Knox is,
that's crazy.
That'd be crazy. She got wrongly convicted in Italy when she was an exchange student for murdering her roommate. Her roommate got murdered by a guy, like this like serial rapist guy. And then she and her boyfriend at the time were like wrongly convicted of like orchestrating like a ritual sex murder, sex cult thing. And so
and
she
how
was like
old was she at the time?
I don't
like
remember.
Early 20s.
Like early 20s. Like she was an exchange student like in college. Yeah. So she has a book specifically like about her prison sentence in Italy. This one touched on it a lot, obviously, but it was kind of just like about her search for meaning. The subtitle really sells it, I guess.
So it's about like after she gets out of prison and like trying to find herself sort of thing.
And also just like reflecting on like who Amanda was before prison, post prison, like trying to like figure out who she is as a person. It was like one of those books where it's not like a chronological, this is my life, it's a memoir. It was just kind of like snippets, which I love. Yeah. That's my favorite kind of nonfiction book about a person.
Yeah.
I love
just like the important stuff.
Just snippets. And she talked about prison a lot, which was fascinating and terrifying that like you could just be in another country and get wrongly convicted. She had like these chapters where she was writing letters to the guy, like the prosecutor. And they actually like met up in Italy and he was like, oh yeah, like I like feel bad for what happened to you. And like, I think you're a good person. So she's like, so can you like admit that you were wrong? And he like wouldn't.
Wow.
There was like so many things in the book, like her getting with her husband and having a baby and the pressure she felt from being this public notorious figure that everyone has like these assumptions about, and like also just trying to like figure out like who she is basically, because like the public has this perception of her as this like crazy sex girl, and she's just a girl.
Like people might still have not done the research to see that she was actually wrongly convicted. They just assume when they hear the name Amanda Knox, oh, that was the murderer that killed that girl in Italy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's her like reclaiming her name, I would assume.
Yeah, it was really like insightful. It was really well written. She's like a total nerd. Her and her husband like really bonded over Star Trek.
Love that.
So that was cute. Yeah, it was just really interesting. I loved it. 5 stars.
Sweet.
It was a great book. Recommend
adding it to my list.
Yeah, I think you would like it for sure.
I'm still working my way through And the Band Played On, which is a nonfiction book about the AIDS epidemic. It was published in the 90s, so it's like information from that time. So it's not necessarily current, obviously, but like it's pretty extensive, the amount of information that's in there. I find it very fascinating. I just find it really depressing. So that's why it's taking me so long. I have to do like a chapter per day. And then I feel disheartened, and then I'm like, okay, well, save the rest for tomorrow. It's just, it was a bad time, and I feel like the AIDS epidemic could have been a time where people learned some lessons, and yet, none were learned. So it's just a little disheartening. So I'm reading that, but I did also start another book. I started reading With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. So it's a revenge. Yeah, it's the revenge mystery thriller that's set in 1942, and it's on like a luxury train ride from Philadelphia to Chicago. And I assume it's inspired by Agatha Christie. I have never read any of her books. Okay, so I'm just going to, take it face value for what it is and not try to like compare and contrast because I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the writing style. I love Riley's writing. So glad you got me into his books.
I haven't read that one yet because it came out last year, and I tried starting it a couple of times because I love his books, but I was having a hard time with reading last year. I was going through a lot just with reading in general. So I kept putting it down because I was like, I don't want to be like in a bad mental space trying to read a book that I want to enjoy, because for his books especially, it's like I either give them like 5 stars or like 3 stars, so I'm like, I don't want to force myself to go through a book if I'm not gonna like it. So I haven't read that one yet, but we'll see.
You will. It'll be waiting there for you when you're ready. Especially with this one, there's so many characters. There's a lot of backstories. So you do need to be ready to absorb a lot of information, a lot of dates, a lot of history, because it's all like surrounding World War II, and there's a lot going on. So yeah, but I like where it's off to. The train has just started its journey, so
that's fine. Because I feel like I don't know which Agatha Christie book it is. I feel like there is one
like the train one.
The Murder on the Orient Express.
On the Orient Express, yes,
that's the one. I haven't read any Agatha Christie either. I have no idea. I don't know
want
that woman.
to. I just fear I'm not going to like them. And that's usually the case with a lot of classics, is I'm just like, I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm just going to like leave it on the reading list, and then maybe one day I'll get around to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like it because I, with the mystery genre, don't usually like mystery books. I like the thriller suspense side of it. So a straight up mystery, I'm usually pretty bored. So I don't think I'm going to like it. I love it when is it the husband who killed the person? Is it, there's a mistress involved? Oh, there's like a secret apartment. I love that stuff.
I usually hate those. It's very rare when I do find one.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
But even when I don't usually give those ones like a straight up 5 stars, but like, even if it's a 3 star, I'm like, I still enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Yeah.
The 2 stars was like, I was bored.
Yeah.
And then 1 star for me is like, how dare you waste my time?
Like, how dare you waste my time? This was poorly written.
Yeah.
Your job is being an author, and this was bad.
Yes. Yeah. No, 1 star is like, I'm mad. 2 stars, I'm just a little disappointed in you. 3 stars is like, it was, it was fine.
It was fine.
I enjoyed myself. No complaints. So what movies have you watched lately, Jessica?
Okay, so I watched Primal Fear, directed by Gregory Hoblet, as I just Googled. Never heard of this man. I don't know who he is, but my fave, Edward Norton, is in it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I watched it. I was really I was sick and I was craving like what did I text you? I was like, I want just like something chill but engaging, but like nothing sad, because I was like, I could cry, I feel like, at the smallest little thing right now.
Nothing that was like gonna make you feel emotionally vulnerable. Yeah. Something that was like, okay, well, I usually find mystery thrillers, there's a certain level of distance. Those are the best. Or just like crime, anything like that. You're not gonna cry at those movies. And if you do, I think actually they did something wrong. You're not supposed to be crying.
I agree. I wanted like a Zodiac, like a Fincher kind of, I mean, this doesn't really have a Fincher vibe, but like a crime. And then I was like, oh, this is the time to watch Primal Fear. I've been wanting to watch this movie for so long. It was Edward Norton's first role. Baby Edward Norton. And he got nominated for an Oscar. His first role.
Oh my God.
Deserved. When I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, I love you.
I love him great. So much. I need to watch.
He's such a fantastic actor. Oh my God. I mean, like, Richard Gere was there too. I don't ride for Richard Gere.
No, you don't. You've made that clear to me many times.
He does nothing for me. He was good in the movie, but like, I just, it could have been any other old man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you said his eyes are too close together.
Yeah, they are. His face is weird. No offense to Richard Gere. I just don't like him. I don't know. And what's his name? Andre Braugher? Is that how you say his name? The guy who plays Captain Holt?
From Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yes.
Yeah, he was in it too. He was so great in it.
Oh, I love him. Such a great actor.
Yeah, lots of like, and Frances McDormand.
Yes.
And Laura Linney.
Oh,
just like a solid cast. Like 90s cast.
Solid character actors down.
Exactly. And it was like about it's set in Chicago. And the Pope, or not the Pope, a priest. The Pope. I was thinking that because when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, the Pope is from Chicago. Like, the current Pope is from Chicago, correct?
He is. It's true.
So I was thinking about that while I was watching the movie. So no, just like a Roman Catholic priest. Sorry. He could have been the Pope, but he got murdered. And Edward Norton character is running away from the crime scene covered in blood. And then Richard Gere like plays like a lawyer, like a defense attorney, and he's like going to take on the case for free for his own reasons, whatever. And then Edward Norton's just doing a great job at acting.
As he does.
So yeah, I gave it like 4 stars. I really liked it. I can't tell you much about it because there's like lots of twists. And if you don't know anything, then it's best to go in blind, I believe. Oh, I kind of guessed what was happening, but like still seeing it being pulled off, I was just like, hell fucking yeah.
I think that's a testament to good acting. Like, even if you can guess the plot twist, you're like committed because you're just loving the actors and the scenes are just doing it for you. So
yeah, because like the movie, when I looked it up, nothing else was nominated. It was just Edward Norton for Best Supporting Actor. So that's how good it is. I'm just saying. His performance specifically, I love that man.
No, you do.
Huge Edward Norton fan over here. What about you? Any fun movie watching excursions?
Well, honestly, I haven't been watching a lot of movies lately. Been kind of, I don't know, I just haven't like had the mental capacity to focus on something for more than like an hour. So
TV?
I am watching ER.
Oh, yeah.
And I am loving it.
Yeah.
It is 90s TV, 90s procedurals. There's just something so special about them. The lighting, the dialogue, the pacing, everything is so comforting. The stakes don't feel too high. There's a sense of lightness, even though they're in the emergency room. They're still joking. They're still laughing. They're still making out in the OR.
Closets and
in
stuff.
Closets, doing what they need to do. They're all smoking hot. It's eye and ear candy.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, basically.
Obviously, I'm obsessed with Dr. Carter, Noah Wyle.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, baby angel, Noah Wyle. Like, I love this man so much. Where has he been all my life? Noah Wyle.
Yeah.
Like, I watch it and I'm just blushing. Like, I'm just like,
yeah.
He's so cute.
He's so cute in it. I need to pick it back up. I was watching it and then I stopped. Yes, and I gotta continue.
Love him. And then, of course, George Clooney, Dr. Ross. He's so handsome.
So handsome.
There's also Dr. Lewis, who's like the hot female doctor. Like, the actress doesn't even like act anymore, but like, she's fabulous. She's got like a super raspy voice. She was like in the first season, she's like dating this like really annoying psych doctor or something. Do you remember? Yeah. It's just a nice comforting show to come home from work and watch. So
yeah,
love that. Okay. And then I'm usually not someone who engages in the Olympics that much. I don't really care. However, I love the figure skating and the snowboarding.
Yeah.
Specifically, the snowboarding big air. That's my favorite. That's when they like drop down from like the high points, and then they go off the ramp, and then they do like a flip, and it's like about how much like speed they can get. Like it's just so fabulous to watch them do I don't even understand how they do it, and I don't understand how they're like they drop down with no fear. They're just like, whatever happens, they just let gravity take hold.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me. But like the female snowboarders.
Yeah.
There's just something else. There's just a certain je ne sais quoi to them that I can't quite pin down. And the one that I am obsessed with right now, her name is Juliette Pelchat. She's actually from Whistler. And she did the big air. And I don't know if she won any medals. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was just watching her launch herself off and then flip around, and I was like, you go, girl. And then she was just like, she just looks so cute, and I was like, I think I have a crush on you. Like, oh, Juliette Pelchat, if you're listening, me up.
I love that.
Yeah. And then other thing, figure skating. I am obsessed right now with these Japanese pair skaters. They are Riku Miura and Ryushi Kiara. They are based in Ontario. That's where they do their training, but they're competing for Japan. And the way that they fly on the ice, like as if they weigh like 5 pounds, and they're just so beautiful together and like angelic. Like she's so tiny. And he's just like throwing her around and catching her. And it's so amazing. Like I've watched the other ones, but like these two, they're like some of the best I've ever seen.
Interesting. No comment.
Do you care about the Olympics at all?
No. I just don't care at all about any of it. I feel like no. I feel like maybe in the past I've cared about a figure skater or two. I've been intrigued, but nothing has intrigued me. I don't think I have it in me this year to care about sports. I don't think.
I totally understand. I mean, I was like resisting it for the longest time, and then I was like, you know what? Shit, I like figure skating, man.
Yeah.
I like snowboarders. Like, what am I doing? What am I avoiding?
I think I like the Summer Olympics better.
That's crazy.
Because I think out of all the like Olympic events, I think I like the gymnastic stuff the best.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I mean, like, I don't really love the Olympic skateboarding, but like any skateboarding is more intriguing to me. Like skateboarding and BMX is more intriguing to me than snowboarding and skiing.
Interesting. Yeah, skiing is boring. I'm not talking about skiing. Skiing.
Yeah.
What are you doing with 2 freaking things on your feet? You should have one, and it should be a snowboard.
Yeah, like I could get behind hockey, but I would just prefer watching like NHL hockey, I think, versus like Olympic hockey.
No, I think the key, if you want to enjoy the Olympics, is just to pick the sports you actually give a shit about and just avoid the rest. Do not don't try to get into luge. Like, come on. Luge or cross country skiing, or I'm not watching the relays. I'm sticking to what I like, and that is figure skating and snowboarding.
I'm happy you have a sport interest. That's lovely.
I know. That's kind of crazy because I usually don't care.
Because you don't care. Yeah.
I'll only go to a hockey game if the guys kiss. So
if the guys kiss. I prefer it when they punch each other.
But they could punch each other and then smooch. So
they could
do both.
A little punch and make up.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Okay, are you listening to anything good lately?
Well, we just got tickets to see Jimmy Eat World. So I was listening to that album yesterday and today. It was a nice break from just constantly listening to My Chemical Romance. Like, I'm so sorry. After just listening to like our most recent episode, like I feel like when I was younger, even like 2 years ago younger, I feel like I had a wider range of hyperfixations and I would move on from things more quickly. Literally the past like year and going into this year, so it's going to continue on, my brain is either Jackass or My Chemical Romance. Like there's nothing else. That's all my brain is thinking of.
Babe, it's fine. I haven't stopped thinking about Charli XCX, obviously, since like forever. But like pretty much once Brat started, I was like, okay, goodbye. This is all I am now. So I understand.
Yeah.
It's all that you can think about.
It's all that I can think about. So, I mean, like, Jimmy Eat World was a nice little break the past 2 days because, they're coming here and nobody ever comes here. So I'm so excited to go see them. I mean, we've seen them before because they opened up for Fall Out Boy when we saw them, but I'm excited for just them.
And you didn't really get to enjoy it. So,
and I didn't get really, And also Motion City Soundtrack is opening for Jimmy Eat World, which is crazy. Like the emo bucket list is just getting checked off. It's great.
She's thriving over here, you guys.
I'm thriving in emo land.
Mm-hmm. So I can't wait. I got really into them. I was enjoying their set when they opened for Fall Out Boy. But to be honest, I only really knew the middle. I would assume that's what most people know. But then I really got into their album last year and was like, Bleed American is honestly one of the best rock albums of all time. Not just emo, like rock.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. They said they're going to play the entire album. So I think it's going to be great. And we're going to be in the pit. So.
And I'm thrilled we don't have to travel.
Yep.
It's very
exciting.
They come in here. Yeah.
And they're going to like so many places in Canada too. I saw they're going to Saskatchewan even.
Yeah.
Who goes to Saskatchewan?
I know. It's lovely. I'm so happy.
Just Chappell Roan. She's the only one moving there.
She moved to Saskatchewan?
See, now you can understand like our difference in interests. I listen to pop music. She listens to emo music. She mentions it in a song, Jessica. Get with the program.
Was it one of those newer songs? The like country ones?
Sure.
All right, so what have you been listening to lately?
Well, my favorite band is back. Muna just dropped their new single, Dancing on the Wall, title track from their upcoming album being released in May. I'm obsessed. I knew I would be, but like, nature is healing. When your favorite band comes back, just feels like everything's right in the world. I'm obsessed with the aesthetic, like the bright, vibrant red of the music video. I'm so thrilled. So I'm just listening to that over and over again. But in between all that, actually what I've been listening to, and I haven't really talked to you about this. So I've been really in a trip hop, electronic, down-tempo phase. So I've been exploring a lot of like late 90s, early 2000s albums. So I'm reintroducing Ray of Light by Madonna back in my rotation. But I'm also listening to the band Air, Sade, 07. Addison's even part of that vibe. FKA Twigs, DJ Shadow, Moby, any of these ringing bells?
I've heard Moby because I heard Eminem diss him in a song. I don't remember
what did
he
say?
Oh my God, I need to look it up.
Look it up right now. How on earth? Porcelain? How are you dissing Moby?
So then like growing up, I was just like, man, Moby must suck. I don't think it's for me, but
no,
I'm
I
happy
don't think
for
so
you.
at all. I think it's like exactly my vibe right now, and I'm going to download a bunch of albums to listen to when I'm in Mexico because it's that mellow electronica, chillin' vibe. And I'm just loving it. It's totally striking the right nerve for me right now.
I love that.
Speaking of music, I saw JADE over the weekend, and it was the first concert of the year, and it started with a bang. Let me just say that. She's incredible. Her vocals were amazing, her dancing, the production, the costumes, the makeup, the crowd. She said we were the loudest crowd she's had yet on the tour, and she's done parts of the UK and already a little bit in North America. So
do you think they just say that?
She's like, I know, like I probably said this before, but like this time I really mean it. But even then I was like, girl, are you just saying that?
Yeah. I always wonder when they say stuff like that, I'm like, are you just saying
hyping us up to make us scream more?
Yeah. Like, what's the game plan here?
I still feel in my heart that she meant it, because then she posted today on Instagram saying that she was still thinking about the show.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
Like, it was loud. Like, we were giving her standing ovations. Like, we were clapping and screaming for her, like, for 5 minutes at a time of just screaming. And she was just standing there taking it in, like, completely flabbergasted, unsure of what to do other than just take it in. And I think a huge part of that has to do with, like, we're so grateful that she came here.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
It was sold out show. I think everyone who went knew how lucky they were to get those tickets. We were all just like wanting to show our appreciation to her and really prove to her that like it was worth making the stop, coming to Vancouver, and we hope that she comes back. Yeah, so it was, I don't know. I know exactly what you mean, though, because it happens at every show. They're like, this is the best crowd yet.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you're like, you're just lying. You're lying to me.
You're just saying that.
You're just saying that.
It's a line. Yeah.
Yeah, she performed pretty much all of her songs from her album, That Showbiz Baby. There was a DJ that opened for her. It was her friend. And he had like a bunch of like the songs he played like a ton of like pop music, house music, but he had tons of Madonna in there.
Oh.
And so obviously my mom was thrilled. And so we were like,
course.
You know, we were getting excited about that. And then she has a cover of a Madonna song called Frozen, which is on Ray of Light. I just assumed it wouldn't be on the set list. She played it.
Oh my God, that's lovely.
And so it just felt like the whole show was just a way for her to show appreciation for all of the artists that have inspired her.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
It was so cool. So it was like lots of disco infused stuff, a lot of like club music inspired things. And so there was tributes to Diana Ross, Madonna, Janet Jackson, like just so many parts where I was like, I totally understand her references, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And then she was wanting to honor the references in the performance and the costumes and everything. So, oh, it was so cool. So when the DJ was playing, though, at the beginning, he's playing bangers. He's playing bops. He's playing deep dance pop cuts.
Beautiful.
We were on the top level by choice because I wanted a good view. Nobody was dancing.
Oh.
For the entirety of the DJ set, nobody was dancing. And when the girl in front of me tried to stand up to dance, a security guard came over to her, tapped her on the shoulder, and told her to sit down.
Oh my God. That sounds like Vancouver.
Sure does. And then I felt so annoyed and frustrated just by hearing that when the DJ said, okay, this is the last song, and then the song happens to be Boy Crazy by Kesha featuring Jade, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. So I stood up and I danced. And through the entire 4-minute track, I was the only one dancing.
Oh my God.
I was just standing up giving her.
I'm like so proud of you, first of all, obviously. But like, not surprising. Vancouver, I'm happy that people wanted to show up for the artists that they paid the tickets for, obviously. And I understand when you go to a concert and maybe the opening act isn't your vibe or your taste, so then you're kind of just there. But like, if it's just a DJ playing pop music and you're at a pop show, I just find that odd.
A DJ is playing and you're going to ask me to sit down? Where are we? Like, Vancouver, why are you like this? So
that's weird.
It was weird, but also unsurprising.
Unsurprising for sure.
This city, man.
What kind of songs were they playing? I'm so curious.
Literally, can I think of like a single title right now? No.
I'm so sorry I asked. I'm putting you on the spot.
But
I'm just curious. I just want to know what the vibe was like.
Like probably like Promiscuous Girl or
Oh, yeah.
Hung Up and stuff.
Oh, I love Hung Up. Yeah.
Right? And you're going to ask me not to dance to that song?
Right. Right.
How dare you?
How dare you? That's so weird.
So that pissed me off. That was at the beginning, but then I felt like so like invigorated in my spirit by it that I just like completely threw my neck out dancing to Jade. So, you know what? Did I hurt the next day? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh. And that's going to a show in Vancouver. That's just literally, I mean, like, that's like best case scenario though. That's
100%. 100%. And I guess because it was the last song when I was dancing, they just were like, oh, just let her have it.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny. Wow.
And then after the show, I waited outside her tour bus and I had the chance to meet her. She came out and she was so lovely. She took the time with every single person to sign autographs, to talk with them, and then she would take like group photos with all of us. And there was like a huge amount of people, and she took her time and she was making
really
like
nice.
Direct eye contact. It was just so nice.
That is really nice.
And then there was a girl that I was standing next to, and she was like, "Were you the girl dancing to that Kesha song?" And I was like, "Yep, that was me." And she was like, "Oh, wow." We were like, "Oh, she must really love that song." And I was like, "They told us to sit down, and I decided I'm standing the fuck up."
Yeah. Yeah. She must really like, I mean, Boy Crazy is a great song.
Just like don't piss a Cancer off because this is what happens.
And no. This is what happens.
So that was my Jade experience.
Overall, sounds positive. That's good. All right. And then we went and saw The Moment together.
Yes, we did.
What was that, last weekend? Yeah.
It was. What did you think of it? I want to know what your thoughts are. Everyone knows what my thoughts were. Like, obviously, I loved it, but I really am so curious. What did you think of it?
I mean, I also loved it. I haven't seen This Is Spinal Tap, so I don't know. What is that movie? That pop star movie with Andy Samberg?
Oh, so good.
Which is so good, which is kind of like a mockumentary type thing. I love mockumentary stuff, though, generally.
Yeah.
So it had that vibe, which I loved. I loved all the little references, but I will say, like, would I recommend it to people? Maybe not necessarily.
No,
I think it really was, like, I loved it because I lived it.
You just had to be there.
You really just had to be there. And I think the amount of explanation for some of the things would have to be so much that
exhausting.
The average person, they could just, like, you wouldn't be able to get it. But, like, I do think it was like a well-made film. It looked great. Everything about it was great. But it's, like, not going to be something where I'm like, guys, you have to go watch The Moment. So, yeah.
If you're a fan of Charli, if you liked Brat, or if you were someone that was observing everything that was happening with her and her fame, and you were curious about her, absolutely give it a watch. If you listened to Brat and you were like, not for me, if you weren't understanding what Brat was and you were resisting it, this isn't for you either. Like, it's fully for people that are already kind of interested. I don't know. Like, you do have to have a level of engagement with it to really, because you have to lock in from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's also, like, especially near the end, the extra layer of understanding the pop landscape currently, like, or, 1 to 2 years ago, like how certain things played out and how certain pop stars are and how certain, like, pop concerts are. It just kind of, like, I guess you don't need to know all of that to still think it's good, but, like, I think it adds so many layers to the experience.
You have to have a level of awareness, appreciation, or whatever of pop music and the way that it's commercialized. And especially, like, because really the movie is about, I guess we should say what the movie's about. So it's right. So, the moment, Directed by Aidan Zamiri, directorial debut. He has worked with Charli on her music videos, and he's photographed her for quite a few magazine spreads and things. They're close collaborators. And this movie, it's basically like an alternate history. Some things happened, maybe they didn't. It's up to you to decide. Of Charli post Brat coming out, the ascendance of her fame, and her embarking on her very first arena tour, and how the record label wants to amplify the success even further and make Brat Summer something that's forever. And so they're like, okay, let's make a concert film. And things get out of hand. Things get out of control. She loses control of the project and the vision. Alexander Skarsgård is in it. He plays the director of the film. And he was, oh my God, just laugh out loud funny.
Like, truly, no one else could play that role.
No.
Like, perfectly casted. They picked the perfect man for that situation, and I'm glad he said yes.
And fully commits to it. Stand out in it for sure. There's like other really good cameos and stuff. If you're tapped into Instagram culture, I feel like you would recognize a lot of people. I will mention Kylie Jenner's scene, probably one of the best scenes in the movie. And I know you're probably listening and you're like, surely not. Like, they're over exaggerating, right? But no.
Yeah, literally.
Right?
Like one of the best scenes in the movie. I never would have guessed.
It was so good. She sold it to me. And then I remember I looked over to you and then I whispered in your ear and I was like, do you think she practiced with Timothy?
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that. I forgot. That's so funny. Yeah, I think so. Special thanks to Timothy Chalamet.
Exactly.
It was so funny. The credits were rolling. We were just like talking about the movie and whatever. And I just remember seeing it like out of the corner of my eye. I was like, Timothy Chalamet!
Thank God for you. Like, I would have missed it.
You would have. We were
I just like sat there processing.
It was like in my peripheral vision. I saw like, I don't even know, because his name is spelt weird. So I think it just like stood out to me, I guess. I don't know. God was like, you have to know.
His name is spelt weird. That's so funny. It's a very noticeable name. No, you're right.
It's very noticeable. It's not like it's like, I don't know, Bob, you know?
Oh, the guy that made me laugh the most, Jamie Dimitru, he played her manager, and he was just like, I've seen him in other stuff before, but it's very like offbeat, awkward British humor. There's just something so satisfying about that dry, awkward humor. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just, my brain understands it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I guess that's, I think, another thing about the movie is like why I wouldn't recommend it to like lots of people is like you have to be into that British dry humor. Because it's very much that the whole movie. So
yeah, no, it's essential. Yeah. Yeah, I would say if you're into like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, any of those type of British comedies, I think you and Tyler watch The IT Crowd. I feel like it's that kind of vibe too.
Oh, it's definitely like that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're into that, then I think this would be right up your alley, even if you don't like Charli, just in terms of the humor. But yeah, you do have to have a certain level of interest in how the pop music industry machine works. So,
I think so,
because it could be anyone. It just happens to be Charli, you know? It's making like this meta commentary on just the industry at large. I was surprised by how much I cried at the end.
Oh, I know. I was surprised I cried at all. Yeah, I cried. But that's the thing. I think like you had to be like we went through so much.
We were crying for many reasons.
Yeah, it was like a lot of like personal reasons, I guess.
Speaking for myself, I was crying because of just like I miss it. So I was like crying for like nostalgic reasons of like take me back. I wish I could go back to Brat Tour and Sweat Tour. And the first day I press play on Brat, like just the first Brat summer. I wish I could go back to that. I was crying because it, like, even though it's a comedy and it's the satire, like, I feel like Charli was still very, like, vulnerable and real in it, especially at the end. Like, there was almost like a breaking of the fourth wall bit. I kind of got a sense of her, like, really, I don't know, shedding a layer, like with the Brat era and everything. I feel like it really clouded Charli in a certain identity that was put upon her, right?
Yes, of a 365 party girl.
And so I feel like the movie really shed that layer, and I feel like I got to see just the girl underneath it all who was thrust into the spotlight at such an intense rate. Going from working her ass off for 10 years to suddenly everybody knowing her name, including presidential candidates.
Yeah.
And it's weird and it's not normal. And I feel like she acknowledged that in the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think I cried because for you loved Brad immediately. Yeah. Obviously. You love Charli. And I love her too. But like my headspace when Brad came out was much different because of other pop stars, I'll say.
You can just say it.
I don't want to talk about it though. Like I don't want to give it airspace.
I'm literally just gonna say it so straight. I'm just gonna say it straight. Can I say it straight?
It's the cult deprogramming that we're like we were in a cult and I'm trying to figure out how to talk about the cult that I've been deprogrammed from.
What Jessica is talking about is that we are reformed Swifties.
Yeah.
Literally. We used to stan that woman and now we don't. And that's all we need to say about it is we don't like her anymore. And the movie felt very validating that a lot of our feelings were correct and it was okay to feel them.
Yeah.
And I just felt seen in a lot of, there was so many little, tiny little things that were said that some people may be interpreting them as digs. I was just interpreting them as truth. And it just felt very validating. And I remember I just felt very seen. Does that make sense?
No, I agree. I think that's what made me emotional about watching the movie was, I felt very seen and I felt like the place that I am in now, able to reflect on, I mean, you could say, that the movie is digging at Eras Tour, but it's not just Eras Tour because it's all pop girls. Like Beyonce does the little wrists, like Ariana Grande does it, like the wristbands, like they all do it. And it's all a product of the same machine, which is also like why I don't really fuck with pop music so much because it all feels so manufactured and Charli doesn't. And then that's like what the movie was saying. And then I was reflecting on like when we got to see her and just like, it just made me emotional as a person for personal things.
100%.
Yeah.
That was well said.
Thank you.
So go see The Moment in theaters, support your local cinema, and and we're going to go see Wuthering Heights this weekend. But that's it.
Hopefully. Next week, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled programming where we get into something. But this is a way for us to research more because researching actually takes a lot of work.
Yep. And we're tapping into a creative side. Our jobs are really kind of repetitive. And so this just allows us to get the creative juices flowing.
So just, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram.
Yeah, we're posting some stuff there now. We're getting that going. So, All right. Well, we'll see you next week for a brand new episode. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.